Nigerian named Osazuwa was sent by his parents to Tokyo in Japan to attend university there a few years back. When he arrived in Tokyo, he made friends with the local Japanese students at his university and of course told them his name, Osazuwa. When he did, they looked at him in shock and said to him, "Are you joking? That's a pure Japanese name." And he said to them, "Of course it's not Japanese, I'm from the Edo ethnic group in Nigeria." And the friends looked at him in even greater shock and said to him, "What did you just say your ethnic group was?" He repeated, "Edo." And then they said to him, "You've got to be kidding. Edo is the former name of Tokyo, this city we are in right now. Edo is the former name of Japan. It's also the name of the Edo Empire which reigned over Japan for centuries." Now the Edo period of Japan was from 1603 to 1867 and was an era of military government. The dynasty was established by military commanders. Osazuwa, or Osa for short, was a history enthusiast, and he asked them who started the Edo Empire in Japan. And they said he was a military commander named Ieyasu. Osa was in total shock. The title of the military commander of the Edo Empire, i.e. the Benin Empire of Nigeria, who was second in power only to the king himself, was Iyase. As they chatted further, one of the Japanese looked up into the night sky and commented on the unusually bright moon, or Tsuki, and also asked him, "What did you just call the moon?" "Tsuki," he replied. And then also said, "In Edo, we call the moon Uki." And they looked at him in pure astonishment. And then he added, "Uki is also the name we use for beauty." The Japanese kids stood bolt upright as they screamed, "And Tsuki is the name we also use for beauty." As they wondered aloud in amazement, an elderly Japanese man walked up to them to ask for directions, and the Japanese students greeted him by saying respectfully, "Domo, Domo." Osa heard them and nearly fell off his chair. He said, "That's exactly how we greet elders in Edo land. We say, Domo." Not sure what would have happened after that hypothetical exchange, but we can't help thinking that the young men would have probably brushed it off as an almighty coincidence of sorts and went about their normal lives. But our research team here at the African History Station are not that easily brushed aside or brushed away from such quote-unquote coincidences, and we have been sniffing around that whole connection pretty much like a police dog trained to sniff out strange substances, and what we found was, to say the least, jaw-dropping. First off, let's discuss the Edo people of Benin, just to gain some familiarity with these people who we are connecting to ancient Japan. They founded a large kingdom they called Edo, known to the outside world as the Benin Empire or the Benin Kingdom, as early as the 9th century. They were among the various black African ethnic groups who migrated from Egypt, Nubia, and the area now known as the Middle East into West and Central Africa from between roughly 300 BC right up to about 900 AD for various reasons, including increased desertification of the Sahara and foreign invasions by Greeks, Romans, and later on Arabs. Seemingly, literally the first thing the Edo people did when they got to southern Nigeria was to build an absolutely massive wall and military rampart surrounding the entire kingdom, and even separating internal towns and villages, one from the other. Was there a plan to keep out the Arabs and other invaders? If that was the plan, it surely worked, because they went on to thrive and prosper independently, free of foreign invasion for many centuries, right up till 1897, when the British invaded them. According to the UK Guardian newspaper, the Guinness Book of Records 1974 edition described the walls of Benin City and its surrounding kingdom as the world's largest earthworks carried out prior to the mechanical era. According to estimates by the new scientist Fred Pierce, Benin City's walls were at one point 4 times longer than the Great Wall of China and consumed 100 times more material than the Great Pyramid of Khufu in Egypt. Situated on a plain, Benin City was enclosed by massive walls in the south and deep ditches in the north. Beyond the city walls, Numerous further walls were erected that separated the surroundings of the capital into around 500 distinct villages. Pierce writes that these walls extended for some 16,000 kilometers in all.